Hi, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and I am here with my video for Jayne, the Crafting Shed DV's Make and Play Saturday. And I think this is week 4, even though I'm filming this on Saturday morning. Excuse me. And I think week 5 is already up, but I am behind. So week 4, I've got it written down, was to use a mousse or a paste. I'm going to use this structure paste, to use gems, to use shimmer powders, and the colours are brown, red and cream. So I have got some stencils that Jayne suggested we might want to use with our paste. I've got my, these are mostly pixie powders, although I do have a couple of the Nouveau, what are they, shimmer powders. And then I've got brushes in here. Brushes are not shimmery, but I don't think I've got a brown in any of the shimmery ones, so I'm allowing myself that. And I don't have a cream, but I do have cream card. So I've got 3 different stencils that I'm considering. This one is a leafy one, and I used it on my gel plate one day with alcohol inks. I was having a little play, so it's beautifully alcohol inked now. Considering that one, I'm considering this Love Hearts because probably shows up better. February, Valentine's, or this one, which is a kind of wood green, and this one I bought in South Africa. I paid 20 rand for it, about £1 I think at the time. And I've never used it, it's still in the packet, so I think I'm going to give this one a go. I mean, I've not been to South Africa since 2019, so you know, it's sat in my stash since then. We went to this amazing shop, and what is it called? It's a woman's name. I can't remember. I want to say Claire's, but that's an accessory shop, isn't it? I don't think it is that. Anyway, whatever it's called, it's like 2 and a bit floors, I think, of huge amount of crafty stuff. Gorgeous. So I had a bit of a tidy up in my office yesterday, so my bin's over there and it was here before, so I'm going to spend the whole day turning around in circles looking for my bin. Okay, so it came on this really nice paper, which I will try and use. So yes, so this is the wood green. Now, let me find my powders. I wonder if I can tip you down. I should be able to, excuse me. There we go. Okay, so I need red and brown for this. Now, in the spirit of, at the start of the year, I was looking at kind of storage for things. So my pixie powders are in this wee tub. And it just so happens to hold my pixie powders, my Nouveaux, and the one of my pretty gets gritty one. So I can't buy any more until I use these all up. There we go. I've got a lava red. Let's try that. I think I do have another red. I've got Scarlet Mist, but I think it's maybe a bit pinkier. And again, likewise with my brushes, I can't really fit any more in there, so that's good. That stops. I'm not allowed to buy more. So there's a rose red there. I really should put some little coloured dots on the top of these, because You just look at them and they are all exactly the same from this view. And some of the colours I've not used these for a while, and I think, what was Gamboge? Was that an orangey colour? I can't remember. So I'm quite happy with how I store these, and they sit nicely on my shelf. They stack, so that's good. Okay, I think that's my choices. I've got terracotta and I've got light brown, so I might keep both of those out, and I'm not going to use that red because I've got this red. So they just sit nicely on that wee shelf behind me. What else do I need? My water spray. Now the stencils, on the other hand, I'm not happy with, but I'll talk about that after. Let me do this first. So, I don't even know what I'm going to make with this. I might make a wee tag, or I don't know. I think I did tags last time. Maybe I'll put it on a wee card. So I've just done a bit of taping, and I'm going to try and just use a wee bit of this texture paste, not too thick a layer, although I'm bad for doing that. So just scrape that off. I really like this sort of texture paste and powder look with stencils. It's definitely one of my favourite ways of using stencils. Although actually just sprinkling them sprinkling the powders on the stencil and wetting it is really effective too. So let me see, let's do a little bit of this. I'm just going to do a bit of randomness with it. Now this is the terracotta. So this is one will not be shimmery, but that's, I'm hoping that's okay. This one is the light brown. Sometimes, there we go. Hope I'm not making you sugar too much. Sometimes they're a wee bit reluctant to come up. It's like the hole needs to just be slightly larger. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now I've got a tonic light mister bottle with just plain water, because you don't really want to, you want to activate the powders, but you don't want to soak it so much that it all seeps underneath the stencil and gives a rubbish effect. So I've got, have I? Oh, I thought I had. Yes, I do. See, when I tidy, I don't know about anything else. I've got kitchen roll at the ready. Ooh. But there we go. Okay, so that's not bad at all. And the other thing is not to waste all the good stuff on the other side of it. So I'm just going to put that there and press that down. Now, if you haven't used stencil structure paste or texture paste to do a stencil before, the other thing that I think is crucial is wash it as quickly as possible. So actually the reverse is very nice too. And I wonder if I just spritz it a little bit, if I'll get another imprint. So as soon as I've got everything I can out of that colour and paste, I'm going to go and pause you and go and wash my stencil straight away. Because once it's dried, that's it really. You can still use it, but it's even nice on the, you get a little bit of the texture on there. Yeah, so I've got 3 of those now, so I'm just going to pause you and go and do a bit of washing. Okay, so I have washed my stencil and I've given these a little bit of time to dry. So this is the one I did with the texture paste through the stencil and then the powders on top and a little water. Then this was the reverse, the first reverse print of it, if you like. And then this one was the one that I just spritzed it again and took a second print of the reverse of the stencil. So they're all a little bit excuse me, a little bit different, but I like it. So I think what I'm going to do is an ATC. So I've got some craft card for brown and I'm going to chop it down to ATC size, which is 2.5 by 3.5. Is that right? Never can remember that. Yes, 2.5 by 3.5. Checking with this lovely one that Margaret Flaxman sent me for New Year. So, 3.5 by 2.5. Now, in the spirit of this challenge, I'm going to use the first one that I did with the texture paste because that is one of the challenges. So I'm going to cut this down to just a little bit smaller and matte and layer it, because I don't know about you, but I find generally when I have put water onto something, then it's often a wee bit kind of warped and it benefits from being mounted onto something. A bit stronger, so that's what I'm going to do with that there. Now I've got some, oh excuse me, I've got some tape which I'm going to use for this, and then I will put some wet glue on as well, but I like the tape again for when the card's a bit warped. It kind of does a good job for that initial holding of it. So excuse me, I'm still got a bit of a frog in my throat, but it's always more fiddly to find the edges on things, isn't it, when somebody's watching you or you're filming yourself or whatever. So now oops, the other thing I need to include on this is some gems. So I will make sure and remember that. I wonder if I might just edge it a wee bit before I put it down. And I've got an old Spectrum Noir black. It's the double-ended one with the thick end on one, the thick end and the thin end. And I've got a thick end that I've kind of ruined by doing this. So I just keep going with that. Just think it helps to give a wee bit of definition. I'll do that, and then I might just, if there's any ink left on this, yes, there's a wee bit, just slightly ink at the edges there. Pop that down there. Ooh. That's better. There we go. Now, I do have a slight bit where it kind of flooded under the stencil there, so I want to kind of cover that wee bit probably. So let me see what I've got in my stash. Okay, so it feels a wee bit of a more masculine kind of etc. So I might use one of these wee faces here. Maybe one of those. And I did do a little bit of playing with some powders. So I did, this was the lava red, just sprinkled on, and then I kind of brushed it out with a wet brush. This is the terracotta and the light brown Brussels. And I wonder how he would look on a bit of that. Yeah, maybe the one with a wee bowler hat. And these have had time to dry, so that is quite important. Here. And then a wee black ink. Oh, jeez. I mean, I've tidied, but there's still piles of things, obviously. I love the danger of a pile that could have an avalanche any moment. Okay. Ah, I quite like him. And then there is some sentiments there. What have I got? So it says, how old, what's up, guess who, you good. Maybe what's up, because he's got his kind of eyebrow up. So maybe I will use that. And maybe I will stamp that on the sort of terracotta-ish colour, because that is a sort of, well, I mean, it's terracotta sounds kind of brown, but to me it's kind of red. So, stamp that there. It's got a wee fleck of something underneath it I'm not very fond of. Yeah, it's better. So let those dry a little bit. where are my wee scissors? Here's my wee scissors. Right, so tell you what, I'll pause you. You don't need to watch me doing this. Okay, so I've had a wee bit of a play about. So I've cut out a little mani. I've cut out my what's up. I've ripped a wee bit of craft card. And I need to have a think about gems. So I keep my gems in this box. It's a Wonder Woman box. I think it came at Christmas time with some nice smelly things in there, some shower stuff or something. But I like it. So I need, I mean, I could go red, I suppose. That would fit in with my colours. Have I got, I did used to have some brown, I've got some brownie pearls. Do I still have those brownie coloured gems? Oh, yeah. Those are kind of browny to me. And I think they would go a bit better than that. So there we are. So I'm going to pop this bit on over some of that kind of smudgy flooded bit. Like so. Hold it down a wee bit. Now, where is... I'm going to put him at the bottom, like he's just sort of popped up. And then the WhatsApp bit, what's up? Not WhatsApp. Oh. And now I'm going to put some brown gems down at the bottom. 3 is always the magic number, isn't it, when it comes to these things? So there we go. That is my project for week 4 of Jayne's Play and Make. I hope that you enjoyed that and that you put up with my blethers along the way, and I will be back very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now.